Better term.
Are you talking about national pride?
I'm talking about national country pride.
Oh, okay. You're talking about patriotism.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's there. It's there. It ain't
That's
going
not
nowhere.
there, dude. Come on. Look at like Michael.
You're making it sound like
Hear me out.
patriotism is a fad or something. Like,
No,
it was hot
it
in
is a fad.
2009, but 2010 it's taking a drop. Is that what you're saying? Like, come on.
It is a fad, but let's look at it. Like Michael Moore. Michael Moore makes films that basically deter America's, culture, civilization, whatever. And the reason he makes money off these people because people want to hate America for some reason.
I don't think it's just people want to hate America. I think it's just people like the controversial shit. You know what I mean? That's just what people like. They like to see some asshole saying some messed up shit, some like completely twisted stuff. They just like seeing that. It's entertaining, and that's why Michael Moore doesn't have a lot of respect.
Wings, your our YouTube videos can be a very, very small reflection of that. Okay, good example. Like if you look at my videos, okay, in the same week, I put out a video that's like a happy, everyday commentary where I literally talk about Bill Gates changing his pants in his car, and I witnessed it with my own two eyes, right? That's what one of my commentaries was about. The exact same gameplay, but it's over a response video to Next Gen Tactics. That one has 180,000 views, the other one has 80,000 views. It's the exact same gameplay, came out the same week, and then a month later, one has over double the amount of views just because it's controversial. It gets people talking. It's, people have opinions on that. Whereas a happy, entertaining commentary, they're like, well, thanks, but we want to argue about which is better, Xbox or PS3, or we want to argue about, I thought about
I understand where you're coming from, but the fact is, it is a fad. Like when 9/11 happened, when 9/11 happened, everybody had an American flag out. I'm the kind of guy that runs an American flag 365 days a year to the rest of my life. That's the kind of person I am. My entire family grew up in the military. I'm the kind of person that gets sick at stoplights when I see like a fucking Toyota Tundra with like a support our troops sticker on it. You're not supporting our troops. You're driving a Toyota Tundra. That always pisses me off. It doesn't matter if it's made in California or Texas. Fact is, they shouldn't be allowed in our country to destroy our industry. It pissed me off when Toyota eclipsed General Motors as the #1 automaker. Because
why does that affect you though, bro? Like I don't understand how that.
It affects me like this because
my
great-grandfather died in World War II in the fucking Pacific Campaign.
So what does that have to do with Toyota versus Ford? I don't get it.
It has something like this. The Japanese attacked us. The Japanese you ever heard of the Bataan Death March?
Nope.
Well, there was a camp.
Ever heard of Pussy?
Pacific Islands.
I've heard of that.
Okay.
And
that's what I'm interested in.
They made a march 60 miles without food, without water, without rest. And if they fell down, they would drive them over like they were cats or dogs in the road. And then flash forward 40 years later, after we beat these guys in war and tried to win our freedom, tried to win our children's freedom, they destroyed the industry that beat them. The reason we beat them is Ford was able to shit out a B-29 bomber every 63 minutes of the day. Our fucking auto industry won the world for us, and then they come in and destroy our auto industry?
But there are fucked up people everywhere. Though. Like, you know what I mean?
These motherfuckers driving foreign cars? That's not patriotism. That's disrespect.
No, what's disrespect is the damn gas. Okay, if they put out a Chevy or a Ford that gets some decent gas mileage.
They do. I mean, you don't think these
dude. I'm patriotic until I go to the fucking gas tank,
It's the same gas mileage as a fucking Silverado.
That's unpatriotic to fucking pay to get 10 miles to the gallon though, bro. Come on.
That isn't the
here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is you're looking into it way too much. That's all I'm saying is that there's a person driving a car with a support their troop sticker, and then you're talking about some shit that happened way back when, and it's like, there's no connection.
What if I said you do more to
General
support
Motors
Wings?
goes
Let
out
me
of
jump
business.
in for a second
Hold
here,
up, let me make this point.
I'm really good at making points, and I'm going to show you.
I'll make this point right here.
What if I told you that it was more patriotic to get 30 miles to the gallon than to drive a full-size Chevy?
It's not.
No? Because why are we at war exactly?
Dude, look here. We're not at war because of oil. We're not at war at all because of that.
You don't think?
No. We're at war because it makes money. That's what we're at war for. We're not even at war.
I'll agree with
the country.
you on that. I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But here's the fact is, if Japan decided to ante up and say, fuck it, we're going to go again at America, we're going to take another shot, you think Toyota's going to build B-29 bombers? You think those factories are going to still be working? Fuck no.
We'd have to take them over. That's probably what would happen. If we went to war with Toyota,
we'd have to rebuild our auto industry because they put General Motors and Ford out of business.
We'd have trouble there. I agree that manufacturing capability is of military importance. But in a case like that, like, oh no, Toyota owns the car manufacturing plant. Yeah, until the day we declare war, at which point it becomes ours.
Yeah, you got a solid point there. But the fact is, why are we allowing these foreign countries to come in and destroy our industry? Like, we had a steel industry, we had a cotton industry, we had an oil industry, we had an automotive industry. All this stuff, we're subsidizing it to other countries now. That pisses me off. And a lot of this comes from me losing my job because I worked in a steel mill. Because fucking banks, basically the way it worked was we built transformer cores. And
I don't know what that is.
Well, a transformer is a thing on a light post. The electricity comes in off the wire. It goes into this coil. It's like a big old coil.
Oh, okay.
8 miles long, and it regenerizes electricity and sends it out on the wire again, so people out in more rural areas can get electricity.
Got it.
But we sold to people, and they had to basically pay up front. They couldn't get the product, sell it, and then give us money. We needed it up front because we had such a supply and demand. Well, after the economy crashed, the banks cut us off, and the fact that steel was made so much cheaper in China, they shut the plant down. So all my schooling's gone now because nobody wants to buy American products.
Well, I think the bottom line is, man, and this is the bottom line for almost any argument you have, is money talks. If you can get something cheaper somewhere else, that's how it's going to be.
Money should not dictate patriotism.
But that's how it is in the world.
Money makes the world go around,
Exactly.
You guys are talking like this. I know that's the way it works. That's the way it shouldn't work. That's the way people should fight against. People fight against the Vietnam War and the Iraq War.
Yeah, you're talking to a guy that changes light bulbs from room to room and doesn't want to click on links.
I mean, I'm just saying, be honest with you, the Iraq War
not really a big fighter. Not really a go-getter. You're talking to video game players, guy. You're talking to video game players. We're not really the biggest bunch of go-getters. We're not.
I know Woody follows politics.
Mm-hmm.
And Woody knows what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with you on a lot of this. The trouble is it's complicated, right? Like you say, why do we allow them to come in here and build something? Well, because if we don't, then we can't export. There's other companies like Cisco and Dell and what have you that are making a lot of money by selling stuff in Japan. There's Apple who exports a ton of stuff. Software and financial services go out, and they say, well, we'll go to someone else, and there you have it. That's why our drug company.
Wait a minute, whoa.
Put all right. Stuff out. Go ahead.
By the way, I'm joining you guys in.
Oh yeah, Kyle woke up. Thanks for that, Kyle.
Yeah, that was great.
I was saying, I'm
so energized.
OnlyUseMeBlade basically just turned into Kyle.
Whoa. You just said that if they don't buy Apple or Dell from us, they'll go somewhere else. Where are they going to go?
No, that's the thing, right? If we boycott their stuff,
is he really in the chat right now?
I just jumped in here.
Hey, nice of you to join us. Yeah,
fourth quarter. I was thinking that
fourth quarter, bro.
I've seen you. You're the kind of guy that likes to enjoy a nap. I'm sure. All right. So you know where I'm coming from. I enjoyed the shit out of that nap. All right, but no. All right, they have nowhere else to go. We make the best shit. So what I'm saying is our politicians need to stop being greedy douches and tax the fucking shit out of these Chinese and Japanese and Indian imports.
That's another thing.
I'm tired of looking at the tag of my shirt. I'm tired of looking at the tag of my shirt and seeing "Made in Taiwan" and looking at the back.
How does that affect you, though? How does that affect you? Honestly,
what another person eats doesn't make you have to affect me. It doesn't affect me. There's no racism to deal with it. My Aunt Joanne, she owned a convenience store on US 378 for 25 years. The fact is the taxes got too high for her, so she sold it out to Sunhouse Industries. It's a petroleum industry. It's basically a group of Arab people. They come in, buy her store, and they don't have to pay taxes on it for 10 years. And what they're going to do is about 9 years in, they're going to sell the shit and never pay taxes on it.
Yep.
Why?
You keep asking, how does it affect you? How does this affect you? Eventually it all affects you in some trickle down effect because of the Because this money isn't
I don't know what I'm
going
going
back
to
to
eat
our
tomorrow,
economy.
so I never look that far ahead. I've lived my life not looking